Well, well, well. A lot has been going on with the Dallas Cowboys last week. It is time for the Cowboys to come out of the bye week and make a playoff run. Do they make it or not? Let's talk about it. Let's go. Yep. We are back. Cowboys had a bye week. Man, it's been tough. Marshawn Kneeland, Cowboys bye week. But we must continue on. Let's go. Let's get it. Welcome, Cowboy fans and Cowboy haters alike. I'm the G, and I'm the host of Let's Talk Cowboys, where we talk facts. And as you come into this live stream, please hit that like button, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you know the next time we post another video or go live. And we are live. And by the way, and we're not even celebrating yet, but we hit 20,000. Let's go! 20,000 subscribers. But hey, we're gonna have our 20,000 subscriber celebration soon. But don't have a lot of time because I want everybody to catch this Green Bay game tonight because this is another one of those games that's going to help the Dallas Cowboys. So quickly, short show, at least this session. Short show for the day. This is what we're going to be talking about. 10 things. 10 things I want to see. And a bonus thing. It's actually 11, but hey, I thought of it right before I got the 10. Right before I came on, after I already had the 10. 10 things I want to see the Cowboys do coming out of the bye week. Number 2, we're going to talk about, did the Cowboys just pick up another first round pick, or will they pick up another first round pick? I'm going to tell you what I'm talking about in a moment. And then I'm going to see, and I may put this last in case I don't have enough time. But I want to talk about the Cowboys curse. And I may skip that and talk about it in the next show. But if I can, I want to talk about the Cowboys curse. What is the Cowboys curse? You'll have to see when I get to that topic. And then finally, which I think we're actually going to put third. Did the Cowboys get help this past weekend in their playoff run? So these are the 4 topics. 10 things, another first pick, Cowboys curse, Cowboys, did they get help? Let's go. Big Rombowski, what up with you? Let's go. Quick roll call, because we don't have much time before the Green Bay games start. So let's see how many we can get in a minute. Let's go. Mose Logan, what up with you? He said, what up, Cowboys Nation? He said, Raiders on the clock. Let's go. Doomsday Cowboys, what is going on? Man, let me tell you something. We got the best defensive tackle room in the league. Finally, let's go. I wish they could have done it about 3 weeks earlier, but better late than never. Derek Grimsley in this thing. What up? He said, Quentin Williams, I think this offense is fixing to take off. We're going to talk about it. And the defense is going to move, I believe, to about 17th or 18th in the NFL. It's that time. The Big Rombowski said it is the pre-Monday Night Football. Let's go. Ruffin 8385, what's going on? He said, when you get a chance, I've been hearing about someone Dallas should pick up in the draft next year. Caleb Downs. I've been hearing that same name. 5 points to the star. The time is now. I agree with you. What's going on? Renan Zaguini, what is going on with you? Let's go. Lock and D. Yeah, I'm back. The Cowboys on a bye week. I hate I didn't get anything in yesterday, but we are back at it like we never left. Headhunter, what's going on? John Jones again, he said, what up, G Money? I said, it's a New Jack City. What's going on? Greg Thorcell, Mark Davis, Niecy in the crib. What's going on, Niecy? Jaden Justin Davis, you answered the question. Got some help yesterday. Happy birthday, Lock and D. I'm gonna have to get me some happy birthday music because I can't sing a lick. Brad Worley, what up with you? He said, let's make this playoff run. It's that time. Robert Dudley, yes, sir. Thank you for prayers to my family. Appreciate you. Let's go. It is the Queen. What's going on with you? Good to see you up in here today. And it is the #1 Dak Prescott fan, JCT Slice. What up, JCT? He said, play better defense, coach better, take some pressure off Dak's plate is what we need to make the playoffs. If we do that, we'll make the playoffs. Yeah, let's go. Like indeed, let me tell you something. So conflicted about who I want to win, but I think the Green Bay Packers need to win today. They'll help us out a whole lot if they win today, because by the time we see the Eagles, we need to have some ground to make up. We really, really do. We need some ground to make up. All right, guys, I appreciate you rocking with me. We don't have much time. Let's get into this. So, 10 things that I want to see from the Dallas Cowboys. 10 things I want to see. I'm going to produce this in a video form later, and I'll put the list up on the screen. But I'm going to give you 10 things that I want to see the Cowboys do. Number 1, y'all tell me where y'all are. Excuse me. First and foremost, I want the Dallas Cowboys. Oh, hold on a second. Nixie said, get that Stevie Wonder happy birthday song. Gotcha. I'm gonna make sure I get some happy birthday because it's always somebody's birthday, so I'm gonna make sure I get some happy birthday. K Choice, appreciate you. Yeah, I'm trying. Hey, I'm about to do some things. Hey, we got some big things coming in the next few weeks. I really want to take this to another level. So, 10 things I want the Cowboys to do. Number 1.
Yes! Here we go!
I want the Dallas Cowboys to come out and dedicate this season and the next season. Not just the remainder of this season, because they've let a lot of this season get away from them. And they are really in a crunch. But I want them to dedicate the remainder of this season and next season to Marshawn Nealon. I want the Cowboys to dedicate the next season and a half to Marshawn Nealon. And I want this to be a part of the Dallas Cowboys push for the Super Bowl. I want them to include Nealon's memory and his family. Make this a part of their Super Bowl run for this year and 2026. 2026. I really want them to do that. I want the Cowboys to come out of this bye week just different. A different type of drive. Just come out of this thing different. With goals. Just goals and execution and a purpose. Because sometimes, some people need something a little bit more. It's one thing to be going for a Super Bowl, and it's another thing to be going for a Super Bowl for somebody. It's good sometimes to have those extra incentives. Some people don't need them. Some people do. And I really want the Cowboys to dedicate this season to this young man. And make sure they continue to don't let don't just be like people, just whatever the moment is. I don't want them to just be in just this moment. I want you to use this. I want you to use this to continue to build your culture and to continue to try to have communication with your players and make sure you create an environment that if there's somebody on your team going through something, truly create that family to where if there's somebody on this team that's dealing with something that they can come to one another. I really want this team to look at what just happened to Marshawn Kneeland, and I really want them to build upon it on the field, off the field, spiritually, mentally, all of these things. But I really want them to use this in their purpose in everything that they're doing, because life is bigger than football. But football is also a part of life. And so when you are a part of both of these things, well, sometimes you use football. You use football to even enhance your life. You do. You do. The Cowboys, I want them to take this Marshawn Kneeland thing, not just a moment. I want them to dedicate the next season and a half to Marshawn Kneeland. Patch on the jersey, number on the helmet, moment of silence before every single game. I want the Cowboys to really, really use the memory of Marshawn Kneeland to help this team out mentally. I think it would be so powerful. I really do. Yeah, Alicia, I saw this thing with Dak Prescott. Dak's speech at his former high school was a tearjerker. Yeah, I do believe the guys will play for Marshawn. I want them to. And I want them to come out and dedicate this season. Alicia says, God bless them and his family. Yeah. Number 2, the second thing I want the Cowboys to do coming out of the bye week.
Yes! Here we go!
Can we beat the Raiders? Is it too much to ask? Can we beat the Las Vegas Raiders? Can we come out of the bye week on fire and not be flat? Can we do this? That's number 2. Beat the Raiders. If we don't beat the Raiders, if we don't beat the Raiders, I mean, what can motivate this team? I think we may have a serious problem. If we can't get up enough to beat the Raiders, we got to start now. The Super Bowl run for 2026 has got to start in 2025. We can't be waiting until, yeah, man, after this season, boy, we're going to tear it up. Tear it up now. Right now. And it's got to start with beating the Raiders. Get your identity now. Don't go into the offseason talking about, yeah, we're going to establish our identity when we get to the offseason. No. Start your identity now. Go beat the Raiders. Go beat the Raiders. No excuses. And I mean beat the brakes off of them. No excuses. The Cowboys got to do it. They have to do this. And I'm telling us, a win against the Raiders is not just about this season. A win against the Raiders is about next season too, and the season after that. When do you finally start saying enough is enough? I'm about to go out here and kick somebody's butt. When do you start saying that? It's time for the Cowboys to stop making excuses. It is time. I know, first-year coach. I'm not saying the Cowboys need to go on win the next 8 games and go through the playoffs and win 3 in a row and go to the Super Bowl. But I'm saying if you have Super Bowl aspirations, they have to start now. And you have to go out there and start leaving it all on the field. You got to go out there. You have to start executing. We got to stop all this blaming, the blame game. Oh, it's the coaches. Oh, it's this. Oh, no. It's, at the end of the day, the players make plays. The players make plays. It is time for this team to start now, and it must start next Monday night with the Raiders.
Yes! Here we go!
Number 3. If I'm Jerry Jones, I'm about to put Matt Eberflus on the hottest of seats. Matt Eberflus, you don't get to next year. I'm not giving you until next season. I'm not giving you until we go and get you more defensive players in free agency, because I believe the Cowboys are going to do it. We're not waiting until the draft when we go get you more defensive players, because I believe we're going to do it. Matt Eberflus, you're on the hottest of seats right now, and you better start helping this team win right now. I told y'all this before the season started. I had my concerns about this bend, don't break defense. I told y'all what it required. When I hear break, don't bend defenses won the Super Bowl, show me the personnel. Show me the personnel. Because I'm going to show you that it wasn't the system. What I'm going to show you is that there were super studs within that system that made so many plays that they made that system look great. Well, he's got Quinnen Williams now. You're on notice. Am I telling you that we have to now win every single game because of the defense? Am I telling you that the Cowboys have to go out here and shut out every team from this point forward? Am I telling you the Cowboys have to hold every team from this point forward to 13 points or less? I'm not telling you that. But what I am telling you, Matt Eberflus, there will not be another week that we will be ranked 30 or below defensively. You're on the clock. When I get you Quinnen Williams, you don't get no more excuses. When I go get you Logan Wilson and DeMarion Overshown is coming back, I'm not going to get, no, you don't get any more excuses. Yeah, I know. The Cowboys needs a little bit more help on the back end. But you know what? The pass rush and the linebacking crew should help that out exponentially. Running 5-man fronts should help that out exponentially. We can move Kyrie Elam back in. We can move Deron Bland back into the slot, put Savon Revel Jr. outside. We can put Carson outside. Josh Butler will be coming back. The safeties will be coming back healthy. We'll have some health back there on the back end. We should be way better than what we've been with all these injuries. Matt Eberflus, I'm putting you on notice. The defense better. The defense better play a whole lot better coming out of the bye week. Michael Tyree said Green Bay handles Philly tonight, and that's a good start. I agree. Lock and D said, I feel like we can whoop them if we play balanced. Yeah, I agree. Rich Lloyd said, this is a tough one. Schottenheimer against his mentor. Pete Carroll wants this one as much as Shotty. Rich Lloyd, let me tell you something. Pete Carroll going to pull out all the stops. But let me tell you, Quinnen Williams came right on time. Because I can already tell you what Pete Carroll had up his sleeve. Pete Carroll had up his sleeve that Ashton Jeanty was going to have a career day against the Cowboys, but he will not now. This game will be in the hands of one Geno Smith, and we'll see how he feels. But he looked terrible against the Denver Broncos. Terrible. Absolutely terrible. Moose, what up? He said, we have to finish this season strong for Neyland. We got to finish this, yes. And not only for Neyland, we got to finish it strong for Neyland. And if the Super Bowl push is 2026, like I've been saying for a whole year, no later than 2027, it starts now. You don't get to wait until the end of the season. Tristan York, appreciate that super chat. $10, appreciate you. Tristan York says, rest in peace, Marshawn Neyland, so tragic. Yes, sir. Moment of silence. Tristan York said, I agree with you, G. We need to come out the bye with a win. Team needs to play for Neyland. Good night, Cowboys Nation. Excited for the second half. Yes. Yes. Cowboys got to do something. Derrick Rose, let me tell you something. Denver deserves a loss for that game, too. It was terrible. You said that the Denver only scored 13 points against the Raiders. Yeah, it's a concern. But you know what that tells us? Every team has looked good against us. Every team has looked good against us. But before that game, people had already said Bo Nix was struggling. The only thing we saw was the Denver Broncos offense kind of revert back to what it was before. Their defense was the defense was playing really, really well. But the offense, people were saying that Bo Nix had been struggling. Yeah, he struggled a little bit in that game too. Rich Lloyd, I like this little stat here. Rich Lloyd, he said Prescott is 7-1 coming off a bye week. I love it. Absolutely love it. 5 points. He said Matt Easy 6 should have been fired before he was hired. Hey, you know what? I said I had concerns. I did. I had concerns. But now he's in. I tell you this. For me, there's no more. For me, there's no more. When I get you Quentin Williams right before a bye week and you get 2 weeks with Quentin Williams, nah, bro. There is no more excuses. None. Nisi said Fluke's definitely on the hot seat, and he should get the boot at halftime if it's being the same old, same old. You better say it. Nisi, let me tell you something. Had they not got him Quentin Williams and Logan Wilson, who we are going to see how he's going to play off of Quentin Williams, had they not went and got Logan Wilson and Quentin Williams, had they got anybody less than Quentin Williams, I would have said, okay, Eberflus, end of the season, going into the next season, get him some players and let's see what it do. No, not when I get you Quentin Williams, there's no more excuses. There's no more excuses. Quentin Williams should be Matt Eberflus proof. Nah, you don't get that leeway no more. Boy, I better see a push up the middle. I better see because of that push up the middle, I better see Jadeveon Clowney, Donovan Ezraku, James Houston, Dante Fowler. Boy, I better see sacks, run stops, everything. I want to see it all. I want to see it all because Quentin Williams is an absolute difference maker. When you put him with Kenny Clark, we're talking about a difference maker. Yeah, 70s show. I'm telling you, they should have got a loss too. 70s fans show said the Broncos look like trash. They look terrible. And it wasn't just the Raiders defense either. No, they didn't look good at all. Rich Lloyd said Genty is shifty. Looks for cutback inside the tackles. He'll have to make his yards on the edges with Williams and Clark in the middle. Yes, sir. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. Robert Dudley. D-Law had an incredible game against the Cardinals. But you can do that when you got players around you. You can do that when you have players around you. We're watching two players that should absolutely be flourishing. DeMarcus Lawrence should be flourishing because he's got a better crew around him. Michael Parsons should be flourishing. He's got a better crew around him too. Now it's time for the Cowboys to get their crew built. Get this thing going. David Archie. Let's move on. David Archie said the offense got to come out strong. David Archie, guess what number 4 is? Number 4.
Yes! Here we go!
Brian Schottenheimer, get your butt out of that defensive room. Get your butt out of there. Get your butt out of that defensive room. Welcome, Brandy. She says, hey, my loves. What up, Brandy? Get your butt out of that defensive room. I don't want my head coach in the defensive room of an ex-head coach. If you've coached a team, you didn't do it very well. We already know this. But if you got that experience of coaching an entire team, you ought to be able to coach a defense with Quentin Williams and Logan Wilson at it, and with DeMario and Overshawn coming back, Savon Revel Jr., Josh Butler, Carl Carlson, all these guys. Get your butt out of that defensive room, Brian Schottenheimer. Get your butt back in that offensive room, and you get some results. Let me show you something about this Dallas Cowboy team. Let me tell you how embarrassing this is. I understand it was the Denver Broncos. The Denver Broncos defense has been pretty good this year because they are on a historical run as far as sacks go. But let me show you what the Dallas Cowboys have done 2 weeks in a row, and it is absolutely pathetic. This is the Dallas Cowboys against the Denver Broncos. Do we realize the Dallas Cowboys starting offense, they only scored 17 of these points? The other 7 points was by Joe Milton to Jalen Tolbert. What? Riddle me this. Riddle me this, Cowboy fans. Can y'all help me out? How did the Dallas Cowboys go from scoring at home? This is the Dallas Cowboys this season at home. The Cowboys put up 40 against the Giants, 40 against the Packers, 37 against the Jets, came back home against the Commanders and scored 44. Not 44, 44. But then go out to Denver, and the starting offense only scores 17 points. Mind you, this is the very week that we started hearing that Brian Schottenheimer spent an extensive amount of time in the defensive room. The offense came out against the Denver Broncos super flat, flatter than a pancake. I mean, you can see it from the opening drive of the Cowboys. They didn't look like they wanted. I don't care what anyone says. They didn't look like they wanted it. They looked like they were waiting to get their butt kicked. If you wait to get your butt kicked, you're going to get your butt kicked. The Denver Broncos came out and punched the Cowboys in the face, in the chest, in the stomach, kicked them while they were down, and the Cowboys did nothing about it. Absolutely nothing about it. But to add insult to injury, okay, I get it. We were on the road. But to add insult to injury, we came back against the Arizona Cardinals with Brian Schottenheimer in the defensive room again. And you scored 17 points? 7 of those points came from Sam Williams and a blocked punt, and ironically, Marshawn Nealon recovers it in the end zone and gets his first touchdown. Shout out to Marshawn Nealon. And you don't score another touchdown until the fourth quarter? So you're telling me that the starting offense has barely scored 13 points in 2 games? Unacceptable. unacceptable. Brian, you don't get to spend your time in the defensive room and we still get our butts kicked. You don't get to do that. Get your butt out of that defensive room. If I'm Jerry Jones, get your butt out that defensive room, because you being in that defensive room, it didn't help us against Arizona, and it definitely didn't help our offense against Arizona. Man, Arizona reverted right back to a pumpkin this week. They got molly. Man, they done benched Kyler Murray. Jacoby Brissett he's the starting quarterback. Hold on, skirt. Pump them brakes. Pump the brakes, Arizona. What quarterback hasn't looked good against the Cowboys? Stop it. Stop it, Arizona. Who didn't think Jacoby Brissett was going to look good against the Cowboys? Come on, man. If I'm any team in that first half of the season, I'm not crowning any quarterback, and I'm not making any promotions based off a game played against the Cowboys. I'm not doing it in the first half of this season. Our defense was worse than last. Brian, get your butt out of that defensive room. Matt Eberflus has Quentin Williams. We've gone to a 5-man front. Let's keep that going. I'm not saying you don't check on his game plan. I'm not telling you don't, give him a couple of pointers here and there, but get your butt back in that offensive room. This team has been atrocious offensively. How in the world against the Arizona Cardinals do you have 210 yards passing? What? Get your butt back in that room. There is never an excuse for this team to be below 250 to 300 yards passing when you got CeeDee Lamb, George Pickens, Jake Ferguson, Kavontae Turpin. Come on, man. Stop it. It's time for this team to stop the madness. They need to come out the bye week on fire. They got to come out this bye week on fire. Nisa said, and they need to let Williams wild out if he want to, if things are going right. It's time. Dolores Ennis. What up? Jason White, what up? Jason White. Let's see if me and you on the same page, Jason White. If Geno Smith comes out and goes off on the Cowboys, Matt Eberflus is going to catch another flight home. Matt Eberflus catching another flight home. I don't care if they put me at cornerback. If you got Quentin Williams and Logan Wilson and Geno Smith come out here talking about they wrote me off and I didn't write back, Matt Eberflus, boy, they better stop playing with me. Boy, this dude, Geno Smith, come out and light up the Cowboys. Boy, Matt Eberflus. Hey, man, catch another flight home, bro. I'm just telling you, catch another flight home, man. You catch another flight home tonight. Because if you done let Geno Smith come out here and light us up, bro, I can't with you. Not with Quentin Williams in the stable now. And I'm telling y'all, watch how good this dude, Logan Wilson, plays off of Kenny Clark and Quentin Williams. Logan Wilson has something that these other linebackers we have don't have, other than DeMarion Overshown. He got football IQ. Daniel Graves, he said, what's going on, G? My first time on here, G. I love your show. Appreciate you. He said it's clean, not cussing and F words, doing a wonderful job. Appreciate you. Wouldn't have it no other way. Wouldn't have it no other way. Rich Lloyd, he said Raiders O-line, one of the worst in the league, giving up pressures. Appreciate you, Rich Lloyd. Boy, you be bringing some great nuggets. Appreciate you. Yes, sir. Hey, Rich Lloyd, man, I'm telling you right now, boy, we don't do what we got to do. It's time for somebody making that plane ride home. Nisi said G-Shotty needs to let Flutes fall on the sword. Say it again, Nisi. It is time. He falling on that sword if it's me. Hey, I'm taking them training wheels off. Tatiana, what's going on? Tatiana, I agree with you. There's more than enough help. Take them training wheels off now. Got my own business to take care of. It's one thing if I wasn't the offensive coordinator. I'm the offensive coordinator and the coach. I'm the coach. Matt Eberflus, you're on notice. Nick Burston, what's up with you? Good to see you. Number 5. The Cowboys have got to get back to scoring 30 points.
Yes! Here we go!
It is time for the Cowboys to get back to scoring 30 points a game. In Dak's MVP season, this is exactly what the Cowboys did. In Dak's MVP season, let me take you back for a moment. Dak's MVP season in 2023. Dak's MVP season in 2023. They scored 40 against the Giants, 30 against the Jets. They scored 16. I can't understand why we can't break these curses of the Cardinals. They only scored 16 against the Cardinals in Arizona. But against the Patriots, they scored 38. They got mollywopped by the 49ers. I remember that like yesterday. They squeaked by the Chargers 2017, but then they came out after that week. They put up 43 on the Rams, 28 on the Eagles, 49 on the Giants, 33 on the Panthers, 45 on the Commanders, 41 on the Seahawks. Do y'all get the theme? Them boys were balling. Because y'all know I'm riding with Brian Schottenheimer until the wheels fall off. But Brian Schottenheimer, we only had one true wide receiver in 2023. We only had one true wide receiver, nowhere near the run game that we have this year. And we were putting up bukus of points. Bukus. 41 against the Seahawks, 33 against the Eagles, 31, we scored 10 against the Bills. I remember that debacle. 20 against the Dolphins, 19 against the Lions. We scored 38 against the Commanders. We were balling. We were balling. And I was thinking about last year, how we kind of came out last year and how this season kind of looks similar to last year. We went through the first half of the season, and I think we were something like, 3-5, 3-6, or some crazy number like that. The Cowboys kind of came, they got healthy. They came back, they got healthy. And we came out, and it was a little shaky in the beginning. Eagles 34-6, Texans 34-10. We started getting on our feet, and we beat the Commanders. We beat the Giants. Should have beat the Bengals. Beat the Panthers. Beat the Bucks. Defense stepped up. Got beat by the Eagles. And then we got beat by the Commanders. But by the end of that season, I mean, that Bengals game, boy, it was amazing to me, boy. Everybody thought we were making the playoffs. Well, we need to do better than that this year. This schedule, the biggest test for the Cowboys is the 3 games in 10 or 11 days. It is the biggest challenge. Raiders, Eagles, Chiefs. Cowboys need to come out of that at 3-0. Probably not going to happen. But they need to, at the very least, they got to come out 2-1. And I do believe they should be able to beat the Raiders and the Eagles. the test will be the Chiefs because it'll be off of a short week. But if this defense is humming the way that it should be coming out of that short week, the Cowboys should be ready to rumble against the Kansas City Chiefs at home. Star Guardian X, he said, I love the additions. Yes, sir. He said, I love the additions of Williams and Wilson to this defense, but I'm expecting the same as before the bye week until they prove me wrong. Yes, sir. I can feel you on that. Absolutely feel you on that because they gotta do something different. They do. Big Rombowski said, so in essence, and to steal a phrase from a certain player, he said you'd have to say coming out of the bye week, the Cowboys better be buckled up. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Nick Burston. Agent Zero about to go off. And I'm going to tell you, he better go off. He better go off. Because if he don't go off, I got problems with Matt Eberflus. I got problems with Matt Eberflus. Rich Lloyd, neighborhood statistician, he said Raiders are also one of the worst in creating defensive pressures in the league. Dak Prescott should have a field day then. Sam Williams, you the same Sam Williams for the Cowboys? Sam Williams said Coach Shotty needs to get his butt back with the offense. G agreed 100%. Get your butt back in that offensive room, Brad Schottenheimer. All right. Number 6.
Yes! Here we go!
Brian Schottenheimer. I know you like big back running. I know you like big running backs. I know it. I know it, Brian. You wanted to send a message to the Joneses that you don't want to run. You don't want to run Jaden Blue. See what you did there, Brian. But number 6, Brian Schottenheimer, when you told the whole league you like big backs, and you have telegraphed to the league the run game that you have, the fact that you want to run between the tackles, the fact that you want that punishing, bruising style of running. Well, when I see you, Brian Schottenheimer, and I'm a defense that I know what you're going to try to establish, you do realize that you have just given up your entire game plan to me. So let me tell you what I'm going to do to you, Brian. Because I know you're not going to run outside. I'm going to crash my tackles. I'm going to crash my tackles right through your line. And my goal is to just get a little bit of penetration into the backfield. And I'm going to meet your running back either right there in the gap or I'm going to meet him in the backfield. Brian Schottenheimer, until you can show some creativity in the run game. And don't get me wrong, because Clayton Adams has done a bang-up job. Connor Riley has done a bang-up job. But Brian, you're going to have to prove to some teams that you can be multiple as you told us you were going to be. Brian, I know. Brian, I know. Jaden Blue ain't your style of running back. But it's not the time to be pushing back against the front office. It is time to just, hey, rather than me trying to show the front office what he is not, let's use him for what he is. Brian, can we put Jaden Blue in the slot? Can we get him on some screens? Can we let him be the outside run game? Can we let him do maybe a jet sweep? Brian, you're going to have to get a little bit more creative in your run game because it's basically went absolutely nowhere in the grand scheme of things the last 2 weeks. And we know right now, this offense is truly predicated off of play action. Y'all give me 1 second. I got a dog here, got to get out. Hold on. But again, Brian, we know what you like, Brian. Bro, you're going to have to get a little bit more, as you say, multiple in your run game. Until we can get Phil Maffa, because I don't know what's going on with Phil Maffa. Until we can get Phil Maffa in here, bro, you going to have to use everything you got. Man, I got Rich Lord and Chanel in the chat. What's going on, Chanel? My man Poobie D got my back. What up with you? Nisi, everyone, including the coaches, needs to do their job. Say it, Nisi. Chanel, say it again. The offensive play calling has been awful. And Chanel, one of the reasons why it's been awful is because Brian hasn't been able to run the ball the way he was before. True Texan. Appreciate that super chat. Wilson, Williams, and Agent Zero should improve this defense. Facts. Yes. All right. All right. That was my plea to Brian Schottenheimer. Come on, Brian. Come on, Brian. Bro, you got to stop. You got to use everything you have on this offense, man. And the one thing, if you ask me, that I've noticed that this offense has been lacking is the use of speed. We got Cavonte Turpin playing third wide receiver, which we should not have him playing the starting third wide receiver. We need to still use Cavonte Turpin, but we got to be smarter with the way that we use Cavonte Turpin. We got to figure out a way to use the speed. Cavonte Turpin does you no good if you're not using the speed. What good does he do you? I don't want a 5'7", 5'8", whatever he is, 154-pound wide receiver running around. He's a liability. Come on, Brian. What a world Cavonte Turpin blocking. Oh! You might as well, if you're not going to use Cavonte Turpin, if you're not going to use Cavonte Turpin's speed, you're one player short. If you're not going to send him on a go route, if you're not going to send him on a deep cross so you can take a safety with him, if you're not going to take a cornerback out to play, if you're not going to match him up on a linebacker in space, then put in Ryan Flournoy, the true third wide receiver. Stop this nonsense. Stop it. Come on, Brian. Come on, Brian. You have got to start. Bro, you can tell me what you want to. I'm going to include both of these. These were actually two separate points. I'm going to make these the same point. You've got to get more creative in your run game. And you got to get some speed out there on the field. Jaden Blue is a part of the speed that you need on the field. And Cavonte Turpin, you definitely got to figure out and be more creative of how to use him on the field. Because I'm telling you, he's just a liability. I don't need Cavonte Turpin running shallow cross routes. Come on, man. That's just a waste. That's a waste of a position. Dak Prescott would rather have Ryan Flournoy on a shallow cross because he can actually see him. He can see him running across the field. By the time I see Cavonte Turpin, it's because he's cleared the line and now he's on the edge. Now I can see him. But running across where all the 6'2", 6'3", 6'4" linemen are, I can't see Cavonte Turpin. Come on, Brian. Come on. I'm just telling you. Number 7.
Yes! Here we go!
Talking to Brian Schottenheimer again. Brian Schottenheimer. Stop the nonsense with George Pickens. I don't mean this in a negative way. I'm telling y'all, they are holding back George Pickens. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I hope this isn't offending anybody. The Cowboys are holding George Pickens back. Because somebody says we got to throw the ball to CeeDee Lamb. Somebody says I got to throw the ball to Jake Ferguson. Can somebody say we need to throw the ball to George Pickens because there's nobody that can hold George Pickens right now? We're holding back George Pickens, Cowboys. We're holding him back. Me and my sons, we were having a debate the other day. And boy, I'm telling you, we were arguing over who's the best wide receiver in the league right now. I'm telling y'all right now, it don't matter if y'all disagree with me. I still respect you, still love you. You're not dumb. I'm just telling y'all why I am right now. I will take George Pickens right now over every wide receiver in the game. I'll wreck your whole defense. I'll wreck your whole defense with George Pickens. This dude with a quarterback, unstoppable. The only thing that's been stopping George Pickens is us. We win that game last week. Not only did we win that game last week, boy, I'm about to step out on a ledge. Ain't no doggone way the Denver Broncos hold the Cowboys to 20-something points if we would have been feeding George Pickens. The moment Patrick Surtain goes out, my whole game plan changes. Who's on George Pickens? Who? Right to him. I'm not even calling plays no more. Dak Prescott, wherever George Pickens is, throw him the ball until they put 4 men on him. The Denver Broncos had no answer for George Pickens. None. The only answer for George Pickens was us. The only answer for George Pickens was us. George Pickens is an absolute monster. Cowboys got to start feeding George Pickens. CeeDee Lamb will get his, especially if you feed George Pickens. Cowboys got to start feeding George Pickens. I'm telling you, it's the way they're going to win this thing. They will dominate teams if they'll feed George Pickens. I'm not telling nobody he's better than CeeDee Lamb. But what I am telling you, he's a different type of receiver. George Pickens is a different type of receiver, I'm telling you. He's a different type of receiver. CeeDee Lamb is, I still say he top 3. CeeDee Lamb is a game wrecker. He is a yards after the catch monster. But George Pickens, he different. Right now, he different. Right now, he different. Until somebody give me the answer, I'm George Pickens all day, day. Go watch the film. Teams are terrified of George Pickens. They're terrified of him. Brian Schottenheimer, where are the deep crosses? Where are the deep crosses with CeeDee Lamb, George Pickens? Where's the motion? Where's lining them up on the same side? Where's lining them up on the same side, letting one go in and out and the other one go out and in? Come on, man. Brian, you got to give us something, man. You got to give us something. Nixie said, fight. Nah, G, Flus need to walk back to Dallas if the defense let Gino look like Brady. Say it. It's time to start facing some realities. It's time to start facing some realities. Yeah, Rich Lord, I agree. Wilson is a true middle linebacker. He's a much better version of Jack Sanborn, who made them better against the run. Rich Lord, I thought Jack Sanborn was going to be off the chain. Fooled all of us. And maybe some of that is flus. But I'll tell you this, Matt Eberflus, I'm giving you a linebacker with high IQ, bro. You don't get no more chances now. Nah, man. Chanel. He said, gee, we have our version of Jahmyr Gibbs, but our head coach does not like blue. Say it again, Chanel. If he runs the same plays the Lions runs with Gibbs, then blue can become the same player. Chanel. And isn't it strange? One of those Detroit running backs, he's built just like Jaden Blue. He's built just like him, but he ain't got the speed of Jaden Blue. Shoo, hey, Pooba D, say it. We play like we scared to open up the offense. Somebody got to say it. It's Tell the Truth Monday up in here. Somebody got to say it. Nisi said, I'm ready for our defense to get back to being doomsday or close to it. Let me tell you something, Nisi. When you add Quentin Williams, yeah, you on your way. You on your way. Rich Lord, he said, if they can protect the football, they can easily score 30-plus points against any team. Say it. Jay, appreciate that 99 super chat, 99 cent. What's up with you, Jay? Good to see you. Tristan York said, I hope Paulson balls out tonight. DC4L, the Eagles lose. Yes, sir. I'm with you. All right, so the game starts at about 7:15, right? All right, let's finish these last few. And let me add an addendum. It is time for the Cowboys
Here we go.
to start being truthful. Cowboy fans, it is time for us to stop being in denial as it applies to these doggone tackles that we have. Cowboys, I know you want Tyler Guyton to be an all-pro left tackle, but I'm going to tell you the truth right now. He is not an all-pro left tackle. He's not. He's not an all-pro left tackle. You don't even have an all-pro right tackle. And Nate Thomas, hey, you know what? If Nate Thomas is better than our left and right tackle, then that's something that we better be focused on going into the offseason, because they don't have a bona fide left tackle. Tyler Guyton ain't showing me enough. One of the reasons why this offense hasn't been humming the way that it has been is because of the fact that the tackles are getting destroyed. All tray of them. Let's stop pretending like it's just one or two. All tray of them. All tray of them are getting destroyed. They either need to step up, or the Cowboys need to start thinking next year, we got to go get us a true left tackle. We do. What up, Clifford? Eberflus loses this game. His coaching is trash. He will be fired. Hey, let me tell you something. If he come out that 3-game run 0-3, he come out that thing 0-3, bro, you out of here. You out of here. J-Dog, we still waiting, because I heard the Cowboys are actually interested in Quandre Diggs, and I'm going to mention him in just a moment. Yeah, and hey, Tatiana, the reality is the Cowboys' schedule isn't tough. It's just the next 3 games. Anything after these next 3 games, no, the Cowboys, it's winnable. The Cowboys got the Raiders, the Eagles, and the Chiefs in 10 days or somewhere in there. Well, it's actually the next 4 games, then they have the Lions. But then those other 4 games, the Vikings, the Chargers, the Commanders, and the Giants, the Cowboys should be able to win all 4 of those. The true test for the Cowboys are the next 4 games. That's the true gauntlet. That's the gauntlet. If they get through them next 4, them boys going to be all right. Ben Dooley, what up with you? Ben Dooley said this has to be Coach Shotty's mindset. If Coach Andy Reid ever got his hands on Jaden Blue, it would be game over. I agree. I absolutely agree. All right, it's getting time for this game to start. I want us to watch every single moment of it, because I'm going to come back tonight and we going to see, did the doggone Green Bay Packers help us? So, let's get to I think I was at number 8. I added an addendum. So I think I was actually at number 9. I talked about feed George Pickens. So, number 9. Jerry, it is time to start talking to George Pickens about his contract right now. End the story, end the discussion. They've already opened up the door. CeeDee Lamb has already said he doesn't care if you make him the highest paid wide receiver in the game. CeeDee Lamb wants to win, wants a Super Bowl, sees the benefit of having a wide receiver of George Pickens' caliber on the Cowboys offense. He know he's going to eat. George Pickens is going to eat. He's already opened up the door. Dak Prescott has said he's going to talk to Jerry. Jerry and Steven, it is no more waiting. George Pickens even said, it's my job to play. It's up to them. George Pickens is just giving you the go to start talking to him about a contract. Dallas Cowboys, whatever you got to do. Everything you've done, if you don't secure George Pickens, none of it makes sense. Sign George Pickens right now. And I think I'm at number 10. If not, I'm going to make another video and I'll make sure I get the number right. Number 10. Sign Stephon Gilmore. Dallas. Sign Stephon Gilmore. Cowboys, please sign Stephon Gilmore. He will solidify your cornerback and defensive back room. You don't even have to play Stephon Gilmore the whole time. Put him on a snap count. Come on, you got to get Stephon Gilmore. Niecy said, wow, I'm surprised G went through 10 things so fast. I thought we'd have to have a continued line. Yeah, I want to get through them 10 at least, Angie. I mean, excuse me, Angie. I want to get through them 10 at least, Niecy. I want to get through them 10 at least, Niecy. I appreciate you. Yeah, because I want y'all to see this Green Bay game because this is a big deal, Niecy. If the Green Bay Packers knock off the Philadelphia Eagles tonight, they are one game closer to the Cowboys. I'm just telling you, I think the road to the playoffs, we're going to continue this series for the rest of the year. I think the real road, the Cowboys, it's the toughest road, but it's the best road. Find a way to win the division. And the Cowboys are going to need some luck on their side, Niecy. They are going to need some luck on their side. There is no doubt about it. But the Cowboys, hey, number 10, sign Stephon Gilmore. So let's get to the last one. I'm going to show you a quick graph, and then we're going to be off of here for the Green Bay game. And finally, somebody mentioned it earlier. Extra bonus. Cowboys. Sign Quandre Diggs. Dallas, sign Quandre Diggs. It's not that he's an absolute great player, but he's better than what you... Quandre Diggs is probably better than most of what the Cowboys have, if not better than all of what the Cowboys have. Cowboys need to sign Quandre Diggs. I think if I'm not mistaken, he's probably cleared waivers. Now, I'm hearing that the Cowboys are interested in it. I don't know if it's true or not, but I'm actually hoping that the Cowboys are interested. He clears waivers and the Cowboys go out there and get him. All right, let's look real quick. And I'm going to come back and tell you later on tonight about the Cowboys first. Can the Cowboys get another first-round pick? And I'll tell you what that's all about. I'll tell you a little bit about the Cowboys curse. But I want to skip down before the Green Bay game. And I want us to see if the Cowboys got some help. This is what transpired yesterday. I'll update this. The Lions. Big story. Dan Campbell took over the play calling for the Detroit Lions, and they absolutely mollywopped the Washington Commanders. Y'all notice I had that game in white. I knew it was no chance. The Lions did exactly what I thought they were going to do. They mollywopped the Washington Commanders. The Bears barely survived the New York Giants. And let me tell you something, I do not like for people to be fired. But y'all have already heard me talking about Brian Daboll. I am so glad the Giants did not let this man ruin Jackson Dart. They fired him. They fired him. Don't let that man, don't let him do it. They fired him. He was about to ruin the career of Jackson Dart. They almost did it, but they didn't help us. The Bears are now 6-3. I'll update this tomorrow. The Panthers. I was shocked. Was anybody else shocked that the Saints beat the Panthers? What? Man, this is why I'm telling y'all, don't listen to people tell y'all the Cowboys are done. Parity is going to help the Cowboys. Parity is going to help the Dallas Cowboys. The Saints beat the Panthers. 5-5. 5-5. And look at who the Panthers got coming up next. The Falcons, a divisional game, the 49ers, the Rams. Push. They might go on a 3-game skid or lose 3 of the next 4. Then they're going to play the Bucks, the Hawks, the Bucks, and the Lions. I already told you, Panthers will not see double-digit wins. But them doggone Bears, they did themselves a favor yesterday. Man, let me tell you something. Ben Johnson, boy, y'all better look out. Ben Johnson might be coach of the year. Ben Johnson may absolutely be coach of the year. That win over the Giants yesterday, and they squeaked by, but we'll see what happens. But, man, it still's got a pretty good record. You talking about a first-year coach. Ben is a dog. I got to give it to him. Ben's a dog. The Vikings. The Vikings, let's see, was that game yesterday? That's the one game I don't remember. But if I'm not mistaken, I don't remember it because I was doing something yesterday. But I think the Ravens, okay, yeah, yesterday, the Ravens, 27-19. The Ravens helped us out. 27-19, the Ravens. I didn't check that game out yesterday. But the Ravens beat the Vikings, so that helped us out. So, Cowboys are 3-5-1. Cowboys are 3-5-1. So if the Cowboys can come out and win, Cowboys, I believe, will move up in the standings. Let's check this out real quick, and then we're going to get off of here. Let's see. Playoff picture. Playoff picture. All right, let's check this out. The playoff picture. Okay, let's see. Can I get it to load? Here we go. All right. Playoff picture. Cowboys. The Cowboys, if the Cowboys win against the Raiders, of course, they move up to the number 10 spot. I got a feeling that if the Cowboys beat the Raiders, they move up to the number 10 spot. They beat the Eagles. Y'all hold on to your hats. I believe the Cowboys will be in the number 9 spot. The Cowboys will be in the number 9 spot if they beat the Eagles. They mess around and beat the Chiefs, and we gonna go nuts. I tell you right now, they beat the Chiefs, we going nuts, because I'm telling you, the Cowboys will probably be somewhere at number 8, and who knows what's gonna happen. The Cowboys might even be, so it might even be at number 7. But I'm telling y'all, do not count the Dallas Cowboys out. The only way the Cowboys are counted out is they count themselves out. They have to control what they can control. And what they need to control is winning. Go out there and win the game. Appreciate y'all. Love you. 20,000 subscribers. I'll be back tonight. We're doing Cowboys After Dark. We're going to talk about this Green Bay game. And did the Green Bay Packers help the Cowboys in their plight to the playoffs? Don't y'all give up on them Cowboys. We got an exciting second half of the season. Until I see y'all again, DC4L, God bless. Let's talk Cowboys when we talk facts. Peace.